Well, we've all eaten out at a restaurant, and we've all ordered food from a food delivery app. But with thousands of people getting sick every year from food poisoning, how safe is that meal? And how closely are restaurants being monitored to make sure that it's safe? Well, I've been a journalist for nearly 20 years, and I teach investigative reporting at MacEwan University. And I knew to answer this question, we had to put a team together. So that's what we did. We created the first ever journalistic partnership between MacEwan University's journalism program and Postmedia Network and the Edmonton Journal in order to investigate what is going on in Alberta's restaurants. It took 6 months. We pooled our resources, and my team of student journalists, along with veteran reporters, editors, and data journalists, interviewed more than 200 people as part of our investigation. We filed multiple Freedom of Information requests, and we even built our own database of restaurant inspections, scraping government data from government websites in order to investigate what's actually happening. We spoke to diners who become sick from eating out, and for the first time, dozens of restaurant workers are speaking out, revealing what's really going on behind the kitchen door. Our results? Well, they actually shocked us, and we think they'll shock you. So here's the bad news. According to our data, less than a quarter of Edmonton's food establishments actually comply with food safety regulations. The vast majority of Edmonton restaurants had health violations. What's worse, many of these are what's called a critical violation. That's a violation that poses an immediate risk to public health. Yet, when inspectors returned for a follow-up inspection, 40% still had health violations. But inspectors aren't visiting every restaurant. Our data shows some restaurants went years between inspections, and during that lapse of inspections, health violations crept in. This can affect small restaurants, large restaurants, even high-end restaurants. We found one high-end restaurant that had a cockroach infestation after a lapse in inspections. The good news is there are a lot of people in the restaurant industry who care deeply about food safety and the safety of their customers, and they're speaking out.
When a restaurant is told to shut their doors, AHS has given them ample time to fix the issue. So at the end of the day, I feel like if they're not fixing those issues that AHS has brought forward to them, then they shouldn't even be operating. You need to lead by example, right? And if you're in a managerial position, chef position, like GM of a place, it's your job to hold your staff to those standards. Here in Canada, we have high standards, and we need to uphold those high standards, and we need somebody in place to make sure people are doing that.
I tell everybody, if you want to tour the kitchen when you come in, you're more than welcome to. We'll show you around any time of the day. That's how wonderful I think our youth do in keeping our cafe immaculate as well as running really well. I think they're very important because they're the ones that are seeing different restaurants on a day-to-day basis, but they know about the rules a little heavier than us cooks do. We know about them, but there's certain rules that I would never realize until a health inspector pointed out to you.
They want everyone to see how they run a clean kitchen, and they're pushing back against those bad operators that give the industry a bad name. Some are calling for more transparency in restaurant inspections in the province. And experts we spoke to, they're pointing to how other provinces and cities treat inspections far more seriously, with great results. So head to edmontonjournal.com to learn more about Risky Restaurants, our 3-part series on food safety.